That's why I'm not doing any more walking today at all.
Yeah, it's really wet out.
It's wetter than... You know what? When I did all my walking previously, it was nice and dry. Get up.
So you don't recommend walking in water or on water?
No.
No matter the level of water.
I also don't recommend walking back home to pick up the key to the electric scoot that you took to the store and then locked up in front of the store and then didn't have the key for. By the way, this is also your second trip to the store because you forgot the potatoes the first time.
You know, because of, you know, when you leave the house, you're just like, okay, keys, wallet, phone, and everything. Well, because everybody's gone this weekend.
Yep.
And specifically, like, Beach is gone, and when I come to the office, almost no one's here because there's so few of us right now. I'm just like, keys. I have my keys, right? I need to really, like, hang on to them when I leave the house because I'm so afraid of getting locked out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like, I'm going to get locked out. I'm going to get locked out, and my phone's going to get locked in there somehow as well, and I'm going to not know what to do. I'm going to very much panic, so I need to panic now and hold on to my keys and leave the house. Now that I've left the house, stare at my keys. You have these. You are okay. I am not joking.
Oh,
I've been doing this for days now.
I understand. But one of my favorite upgrades for home was the electronic lock that does not connect to the internet, and the fact that we have enter phones now. So if I do lock myself out of my home somehow, I still have the ability to get back in as long as I have my telephone. And that's never getting out of my my claw.
I never leave the house without my keys. I always have them.
I usually have some key, but
It's part of the reason it's on like such a big lanyard with like kind of some chunky stuff on it, so it's easier to find. There's enough of a weight that you can feel when it's not there in the pocket. I never forget them, but I'm super paranoid.
I'm thinking what I need to do is use myself a new keychain system.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and we're going to solve two birds with one stone here. So the keys we're going to keep with us at all times. The other thing I'm constantly forgetting are the potatoes. So what I need to do is
You keep potatoes with you at all
a
times.
series of potatoes with a slot cut out of them into which I can shove a singular key. And so it's time to get back into my apartment. I got to get out my potatoes and shuffle through my various potatoes to find out which
If you
ones
stick
get
a
the
key
right
inside the potato and you stick the potato back in the ground, can you duplicate yourself a potato key? Will your next potato grow into the shape of the key?
That might make sense. But unfortunately, I think what actually happens, Heather, is you end up growing yourself a new door to your home, whichever key.
Oh.
Yeah, whichever key that went to.
That might be useful.
Right?
Is this how we solve teleportation? If we grow you a potato door to your house and we stick it in the moon base, do you not have to walk to work anymore? And then we solve you not being in water.
I think that's the idea. Yeah. Perfect.
We've solved
Problem
so many
solved.
things.
Welcome to Rhythm Cafe. Here on the Mighty Loading Ready Run Video Entertainment Network, I'm Ian.
I'm Heather.
And we play rhythm games here after a fashion. And the fashion being this time 13 whole minutes.
Look, we had very, very important things to discuss, and we solved a problem. Like,
That's true.
this is the best way we've ever done Rhythm Cafe.
Oh, it's going to be great until it rains here, and then my potato door is just going to leak all this water into my actual home, and it's going to be terrible. Oh, the farts. No, we can't have it.
No. Potatoes conduct electricity, so you can also set up your lock to be on the potato.
Yes!
It really will work as long as we keep it dry inside the moon base. We just got to keep it outside of the splash rooms.
Real talk, that's actually my biggest problem with the lock, is it takes AA batteries, so it just chews through them like on a monthly basis. 4 at a time. It's not great.
4 AA's?
Yeah.
What are you, a Game Boy Color?
No, it's a machine that turns a physical lock. It's got to have a lot of torque going on in there. Speaking of torque, we're playing a little game called Stray Gods, and it has very little to do with torque, except that it is twisting the knife in terms of how much there is left in the game.
I think we can get through it today.
I think
Even with the amount of potatoing around we're doing.
Yeah, we'll be fine. I'm gonna push the button on it and make it start here.
Okay, I'm going to turn on the sound that lets the game happen. I'm going to pull that down a bit because I think the game's louder.
We need to come up with a new game for next.
Oh, you haven't checked the spreadsheet?
It's been a while, yeah.
I was looking through it, and I didn't fill out everything, but I updated it because we did have a game picked out for after this.
I know
because we were originally supposed to be able to do this like a while ago, but then PAX and a bunch of stuff got in the way.
Yeah, I remember we were we had discussions about what we were going to be doing, but hadn't actually made a decision yet.
No, don't get me wrong. We didn't like properly fully plan out everything.
Oh no.
But I've also included what week that we're not doing Rhythm Cafe due to the subathon in the spreadsheet. So it might be useful to look at.
Do you want to pilot this one or shall I?
I don't want to pilot.
That's fair.
I streamed today for 4 hours and yesterday for 5.
Geez. Yeah,
I streamed tomorrow for another 3.
Honey,
so,
take a break.
If it's okay if I don't hang on to a controller for a bit, that would be great.
Did you clean this one? No, wait, you're doing it on the PS5. That's right.
Yeah, I'm using a system nobody else is touching right now, so I don't have to clean the controller every day. Only if I make a mess.
Ooh, I'm so glad to have this back. It's winter season here in Victoria, and we've got the Crookeder Tooth Pumpkin Ale. Back on, this year they're doing Nitro, and I'm not sure how I feel about that.
That's right. The pumpkin pies and everything should be out soon. All the nice sized Halloween candy too.
Pumpkin spice everything.
Yes.
Who do we want to confront?
I'm gonna be real. I don't remember what happened last stream.
Oh, I mean, this is our last chance to talk to anyone before the trial, so let's see if... I mean, does that mean we get to talk to everyone?
So maybe? But we should, in case we don't, we should pick the one we definitely want to confront.
Yeah.
I don't like Apollo.
Yeah, but Persephone...
Persephone's pretty cool.
We haven't seen Pan
We
in a
haven't
while.
talked to Pan in a while. Let's go confront Pan.
Yes.
We learned some stuff about him. It might be worth doing. Big Pumpkin is making big.
Here?
Yeah, until midnight when it gets small again.
Also, there's the whole rotting thing.
Pan.
But if you're careful with your pumpkin, you can keep them up for a while.
I don't think we're allowed to leave pumpkins in the moon base anymore. Given how many have mushed.
All right, then. Guess I'll just head off.
I thought you didn't want to see me anymore. You're not here to yell at me, are you?
Yes.
Is that a problem? Is the mighty Pan too sensitive to withstand a little yelling?
Gotten really like mean
It's
lately.
less the mighty Pan and more the naughty Pan. Perhaps even the delightful Pan.
Ah! That's right. Ah!
Oh, you've learned something. Something not altogether pleasant, I'm guessing. Tell you
One more
what,
time.
Grace,
One more blah.
let's indulge in one last transaction.
Ah!
Relay what you've learned, and I'll see if I have any advice to offer.
Oh, sure.
Okay. Where do I begin?
We begin with blah.
Well, of course it was Athena.
Well, yeah. Duh.
Wait, you knew?
No, how could I?
I don't know.
So what now?
Let the prophecy play out.
Huh?
Let it play out. It doesn't say the last muse will die. Just that she must for the idols to continue. Perhaps the idols shouldn't continue. Seems reasonable enough.
This is the most logical thing I've heard in this game so far. Where's the answer to yes?
Oh, so just let the idols die off. You'd be okay with that?
Did the prophecy say precisely that? Prophecies can be such tricksy little bastards. Frankly, change is long overdue. Continuing on as we have been isn't appealing, and I doubt I'm the only one who thinks so. I'm rather looking forward to the trial now. How exciting.
Those are some great eyes right now.
I feel like a lot of stories like to talk about how immortality sucks because that way we can feel better about not being immortal.
I
Just as people.
TBH, anytime I hear about a immortality sucks story, I'm like, oh, that tells me so much more about the author and how actually uncreative they are than anything else. It's eternity. Everything is going to happen. Everything is going to happen.
Like, even if I lived forever, which I am going to do, my backlog of video games will not get any smaller.
Right? Right? You will potentially be able to watch the entire video game industry crumble to dust and blow off into the wind and eventually bring itself up again from first principles.
That could be really fun, honestly.
Right? Like, think of, how's it going to happen this time? Ooh, maybe this is the time I get myself involved and tell a little black-haired man about a little tiny plumber called Mario and how he can jump up and down and on top of mushrooms. And just see how that plays out again. Let's confront Apollo.
Yeah, it looks like we get to talk to everybody, so.
I was just worried if we talked to the wrong person, it might keep us from talking to anyone else.
Oh, it's you.
Oh, it's you.
Paul comes in, mopier than his usual mopey self, and won't say a word about why. But of course, it's you.
You know what? This doesn't involve you.
This doesn't have anything to do with you, Oracle. Please don't get involved.
Oh, I am involved. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I live here, and Paul is my friend. Look, I'm not stupid. I don't buy into this god crap, but I know Paul and the rest of you are not.
I think that was her computer.
I was, well, yeah.
Even
you did hear that. Good.
Paul is a good guy. Leave him alone. He doesn't want to talk to you.
It's all right, Oracle. I think Grace and I need a moment alone, if you please.
Oh, sure. Don't mind me. It's not like I was in the middle of anything.
Yeah, always grab snacks when you leave.
I know how Persephone feels. But not you. You'd have every right to be furious with me.
Oh, do I have that in the option of my...
I'm not angry.
Well, that's
I'm worried.
not I'm furious.
I thought you were better than this. I don't need protecting. I feel like I thought you were better than this is the closest you get to being angry.
Of all
Oh,
the
yeah.
people who've lied to me lately.
Oh, good. I'm not mad. I'm
I least
disappointed.
expected it from you.
It made so much sense at the time, but now it's almost a relief to have it out in the open. When I first became Apollo, I was so sure I could help people. Help the world. I ignored the warnings. You have no idea how many lives I ruined before I stopped. I never should have given in to Athena. This one time, I thought that maybe it will be different.
That's how a lot of controlling relationships go, actually.
Ah. But it wasn't.
But it wasn't, was it? The moment it all went sideways, you should have said something.
You're right. I didn't want to make things worse, but it appears I did anyhow. I hope you can forgive me, Grace.
I like how they artifact the graffiti.
Mm-hmm.
It's very impressive.
There's nothing to forgive, Apollo. You did what you could for a friend. You didn't owe me anything.
I guess all that remains is the trial. Whatever happens, Grace, I'll be standing right there by you.
Thank you.
We are going to try to not die at the trial, right?
That's my that's my goal.
I assume it's going to be a singing trial. We haven't actually done a song in a while, but
It's gonna be like 3 different songs, I'm sure.
Did you forget something, Grace?
It felt like we hadn't quite finished our conversation.
It seemed pretty finished to me. What more is there to discuss?
So, how are you in
Why didn't you
Calliope?
tell me about you and Calliope?
he's dead.
What, tell you I loved her so you and Apollo could pick apart our relationship and then cast me as the murderer? Tell you I spent 2 years hoping she would return, only to find out that that was never gonna happen? Tell all of that to the one she was now a part of, who would one day remember everything we were? Calliope would not have approved of the way I acted. But then she seldom did. It was so good to see her in Hades. To have her say she forgives me. I just wish it were as easy to forgive myself.
Let's be mean.
Self-pity. From the great Persephone. That's a new look.
How dare you? It's not self-pity, it's...
Introspection, remorse. This isn't your usual playbook.
Fine. I'm trying to change, Grace. Is that what you wanted to hear?
It's a start.
Sure.
Is it any easier out there? Do you miss being immortal, Grace?
Haven't really had a chance to do that.
It's been bothering me now, but I'm starting to get more views of it. I'm concerned about Persephone's clothing because I know that she's definitely got some got a good bra on, with nice lace there, good jacket. It looks like she's wearing a vest that comes up to here.
It's hard to tell when I can't see her now.
Miss a life of drudgery? Sure to end in death? Hell no. Even with the trial, this is still better.
Check it out.
Then you made the right decision in Hades.
I don't know.
Uncross your arms.
I guess so.
I imagine the choice will
Oh,
haunt
she's got a
you,
vest.
won't it?
Yeah. But normally vests go all the way up. I'm wondering if the brassiere is connected to the vest at all, is what I'm saying here.
I mean, it might just be lace.
Mm-hmm. Dang it. Well, to the auditorium, where we...
Community court.
Ah!
Couldn't even afford a good courtroom.
Good acoustics, though.
I guess we'll need that. How guilty you are is dependent upon how well you sing.
Maybe if I sing here again or hold new auditions, there'll be another
So this
god.
is it. All your new
think
friends
Stack?
have lied to you, but
Oh, absolutely.
Think I could get more of
somehow
them?
they're gonna get you
I
through
think
the
just
trial.
keep getting
right?
as many as you can fit.
How much storage space do I have in my body for
I wish
souls?
Freddy were here. Like a boat lost at sea.
Are we talking Resident Evil style
With no
soul management?
sails, not a breeze.
Maybe.
Okay, you gotta organize
I
them.
am
Yeah, you definitely want to put them in a certain order.
in cold waters, no star to be seen. I'll embrace the fire as it burns deep inside, bright enough to guide me, an ocean defied. But as I burn, they've all turned away one by one. In the end, am I alone?
This is where a spotlight goes off.
Someone else steps out in the background.
See
we gonna do the Avatar thing where she talks to her past self?
Or are we going to do the other Avatar thing where she breaks everything off for her past selves?
To be seen in your heart. We remain.
Okay, so you got York.
Yeah, we can still get yours. We can get both.
I like it when we both get to be happy.
In my heart, you remain. I do not sail in vain.
Because if we just stop being mortal, or I mean, if we stop being immortal, we probably solve all these problems
Definitely.
without dying right away. Just, you know, die in the normal allotment of time.
It's really in how you become no longer mortal.
Yeah, really, yeah.
Oh, Grace, there you are. Everyone is already waiting for you on Olympus.
Olympia! How will this
Can you
trial work?
explain how
Tell
this
me
is
about the
supposed to
song.
work?
Tell me about Song
I
Court.
don't exactly have an itinerary. How this works is, you follow us.
It's not really. I was hoping for a few more details. Like, was I supposed to bring counsel? Am I being provided counsel?
What's the?
Are we gonna do like the subjection?
Is it a
kind of
jury
thing?
trial or just judge only?
Welcome to Old Olympus, dear.
I feel like it might be judge only.
Oh, please,
That,
tell,
with
please
Athena
tell
as
me.
the judge, and that's not.
Talking owl.
Ooh, owl judge.
Yeah, that's the only judge I recognize.
Place. It's the memory of a real place, which for us is the same thing.
That's not really
Yeah,
the
that's-
same thing, but okay.
They must love the President's Choice line of memories of X. Oh, it's not actually margarine, but to us it's the same. To us, we choose to believe that it is butter.
We should call it. We choose to believe it's butter.
Brothers, sisters, everyone, look around you. We few who remain fled to this new land to escape the war, but we are not out of danger.
Tell
I
which ones
waited
aren't
to tell
important.
you until I was certain, and now
Outlines only.
I am. The idols are dying.
That's right, dying for new cars at Toyotathon 2023.
Our immortality deserts us. The time for extreme measures has arrived.
Yeah, like murder.
Extreme measures, such as murder. Sacrifice idols to save them, Athena? Seems counterproductive, doesn't it?
It is not unknown for a physician to cut off a limb in order to save
That's
the patient.
saving a
Oh,
patient
that's what
still.
you are? The heroic doctor, out to heal the poor,
Yeah,
sick idols?
No one
I am
cares for the
trying
arm
to
once it's
save
off.
us. I will do anything and everything in my power and beyond to save us from extinction.
You'll do anything?
So become mortal, have kids.
I will do anything as long as it means continuing to be able to use fossil fuels to save the environment. Anything within my power and beyond as long as we keep using fossil fuels. It's vital to the economy and my pocketbook that we save the environment through the continued use of fossil fuels.
I mean,
You mean like set up a sham trial? When what you really want is to see the last muse gone forever.
I don't know what you're talking about, dear.
Tell them about the prophecy Apollo gave you, and how you've interpreted it. The idols cannot continue so long as the last muse lives. Isn't that how it goes?
It's true.
Yeah, just straight
Yeah,
accuser.
just straight up.
You summoned the Furies and sent them after Calliope. But you didn't count on her getting away and running to me, did you? She passed her eidolon on to me, and now you were stuck.
I will not stand for this.
Yes, you will. This started as my child. But now it's you.
Yes!
Yeah, it's very Phoenix, right?
Not a lot of people know that you can do that in trials, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
As his obviously points out,
Yes,
it's the
it's
no
me.
you defense.
It's me. Of course, it's me. The one who gets
Be
it
careful for when she
done.
points out that it's your trial now.
Don't you see? It had to be. You all turn away when I got the fish. Then you cry hooray once it's on the dish. That's how we do this. Yes, we. Yes, you and me. I have always cared for you. I'll always do all these things for you. All these things that you are not prepared to do.
You say you care, Athena, look around. The way you care grinds these idols down. From up above, you played your puppet show. You called it love. Athena, did you know you're turning them to ghosts?
Sorry, little bird, time to bring your deck.
This I know.
Oh, everybody's gonna have a thing because it's the final. Oh, yeah.
Yes, we got a while here.
Questions creep. They'll burrow in my head. What did I do?
Head.
What didn't I do? All this time, you've shown us what to sing. Wisdom, that's what you bring. Is that still true?
This coming from you. You're lost, little boy. You've lost all perspective. You're ready to throw this away. You call that wise? Nobody needs to make a sacrifice. None of you see. So it's down to me.
Did not expect that.
Put on my spear and Medusa hat.
I'll take all the blame.
Turn on the red lights.
I'll take all the pain.
I know she's into retro photography.
Think you see it all, you just see a scrap. You wanna make the call, you need to hold the map. You cloistered children. It's time for you and all who stand with you. Yes, you too. Form a queue. Time to follow through.
Too many rhymes.
Athena's never one to shirk any dirty work. Not counting these guys, wait, they're the ones I saw. This time I'll get you.
You're just another one. Thinks she's a cut above. Puffed up and whistling as she skips into a war. Girl, I've met you 1,000 times before. 1,000 times before.
What I'm saying is I've murdered a lot of people. This is not the first time for me. Oh shit, he's huge. We can't kill her.
It's time to do something.
I can't tell if we're getting this with him because maybe we romanced him more than anyone else, and Freddy's not around.
Do we want? Yeah. The least bad one.
Athena, you know me. I'm not the kind who is ruled by emotion. But I don't wanna be a murder accessory.
Really? Pan, you?
No, I'm just on my way out.
If
Bye.
you have to take Grace, then you definitely have to take me.
His belly button just kind of looks like a black hole.
Because of me, this prophecy would come to be. My Olympus is gone, and you're all looking on at a stranger wearing my face.
That's just a statue.
Yeah.
My Olympus is gone. Now I'm some other one. Just how long has she been in place?
Yep. Gotta love a person who
Talk about your
believes
journey,
only
honey,
the
I don't
original.
care. The only thing that matters is you put yourself there.
There was a voice in me that shouted, Athena, you be strong. Be strong. No cost is great enough. It was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong, and now I don't know what the right thing is.
Please, please, please.
Leave it up to you what to do with things.
That's an open-faced slap.
And this,
Oh yes.
Calliope. Now we're done. Say bye to everyone.
So rare I get that kind of option in the game.
Right?
So exciting.
Where's the next one for throw out window?
Oh, that would be fantastic. They probably won't give us that.
There you go. Now it's yours to drive. Let's see how long you stay alive.
And then nothing bad ever happened to the idols again, and everything was fine forever. Athena sucked. The end. Don't let the double doors of Olympus hit your ass on the way out!
Athena went on to do Athena things, but no longer was in power. And now all of the cookies are ours.
And we get the recipe too, I believe. It's usually traditionally leave
And
it
this
in the-
office. This office
Yeah.
is ours.
Well, they leave the recipe in a letter, like in the top drawer of the office, whenever they leave.
Yeah.
It's-
Are you finished? You've been talking forever.
We're done, yes.
And?
Wait, did you continue to have a trial
certain
without
about
me?
That chair, brother? You've always said you didn't want it.
Also,
I think it's about
kind
time,
of gave it
don't
to
you?
her?
So that's it. You're taking Athena's position and everything goes on like before.
We don't want
Not
that.
quite, no.
I'm just gonna
We
take this chair
decided
home.
to disband the course.
Heck
No
yeah.
more laws, no more hiding from mortals.
Anarchy!
It's time the idols found a new way.
You're planning to tell everyone what we really are? Isn't that risky?
We'll
Oh,
give it some time.
not when they find out
To
how
let those who
powerful we
afraid
are.
Go into hiding, but it needs to happen. We have to rejoin the world.
Now, which one of you are we sending to the Hague?
I have a few thoughts as to how you could go about revealing yourselves.
I was hoping you might.
Have you heard
If
of
there's
the
time,
internet?
we could prepare a campaign.
A campaign? You make it sound like
Put
preparing
you
for
on
battle.
TikTok. It's very hot with the
It is
kids right
kinda.
now.
The idols
Gotta
will
do a
be
dance,
stars
though.
before you know it. If you're famous enough,
The idol
there's
dance.
only so much that can be done to you.
Wait a minute, it's...
Now that is a marvelous idea indeed.
Could you all give Grace and I a moment, please?
All right. First abuse of power in position. Could everyone leave the office so I could have some time
Well, you
alone with
did
the woman
it.
I may or may not be romantically
You
attracted
survived.
to? Yeah,
Yeah,
Freddy
Freddy
sure didn't.
Not everyone survived.
I didn't know Freddie well, but I suspect she'd be proud of you.
I could go back to Hades and
We
ask.
could have. Yeah.
You defeated the goddess of wisdom with a song. Top 40 material, Grace.
I'm guessing a top 40 is good?
Freddie sure thought so. Yeah.
Freddy had low expectations.
Obviously, you're as free to go as any of the idols, but
You're gonna say low
hope you
standards and then
really
be
need
like,
us.
but no, wait, I'm the low standard.
I need you.
Wait, I'm the low standard. It's me. No more
I can
lies.
manage that, so long as there isn't any more lying. No more trying to protect me.
I think the trial proved that you are the very last person who needs protecting.
That's a yes?
That is a yes. You have my word.
Good, because I'll punch you otherwise.
What do you say,
Anybody
Grace?
know how good I am at that?
Ready to face the music one
You
more
get an
time?
open face slap and then a punch.
For Calliope.
2 months later. We closed our house.
I love Weird Fridge.
Yeah, Weird Fridge is best NPC.
Of course you're both here. In my apartment. Why wouldn't you be?
There's still a movie
were
we haven't
waiting
seen.
for you.
How does it feel to be the idol spokesperson appearing on every newscast, reputable and otherwise?
I'm exhausted.
The Oracle has been keenly following your progress. She records every appearance, every interview. She may be your biggest fan.
The way she talks, you'd think she never doubted who you were.
Well, at least she's been of great help to your online campaign.
Everyone here
Cool.
has also been
Social
busy.
media
Would
manager.
you like to hear the latest?
Probably pay her in like nachos.
Yeah, what happened to Athena?
Has anyone heard about Athena?
I haven't her followed for a time. After the idols went public, however, she vanished off the map completely.
You had Athena followed?
Well, you're far more trusting than
What
I.
do you think I was gonna do?
We can't count on Athena laying low forever now that the song is over. Last I heard, she was heading back to the old country. On a ship, like it was the 19th century. Why? I have no idea.
Because the old country doesn't
guess.
have new technology.
I imagine she went in search of Zeus.
Whoa. Could he even be found?
If Zeus is out there, Athena will find him. If she does, I guarantee we haven't seen the last of her.
Let's ask whatever.
Is there any word yet on Aphrodite and Eros? They left the city a while ago.
Eros sent word, yes. Aphrodite has started a spiritual retreat in the mountains?
That's what she called
Let's
it.
call it a cult.
Whatever it is, he says it's been helping her. Being the goddess of love to the world once more has at last brought her peace.
I thought for sure they'd go into hiding. Aphrodite fears mortals more than any other idol. doesn't she?
Hence why she surrounded herself with only those who shower
Yep.
her with
And
adoration.
cult members are always
As
the
I
most
recall,
stable
sister,
and easy to
you
predict.
also headed several cults across the centuries.
The Eleusinian mysteries weren't about shoring up my ego.
It was a
Apollo.
murder mystery night,
What about
dude.
Venus? Could she go with
It was
us?
fun. It was not a cult.
I don't believe so. Last I heard, she opened a gallery. Aphrodite's become her patron.
At patreon.com/
Venus has painted most of the idols.
Stray Gods, that's
I
the name
sat
of
for
the
her
game.
Last week, in fact. It's made her rather successful.
Hermes.
Is Hermes still around?
Oh,
I'm
he's been
surprised they're not here
No,
with the
sorry.
rest of you.
They've been
Yeah,
watching
we've
all the
barely seen
movies.
them of late.
Hermes has been busy. They've become a social media darling, or so the Oracle tells
They
me.
look like they hang out on
Truly
TikTok,
amusing
yes.
part is that
And probably
they're
Tumblr.
Not even trying to be famous. They simply can't help it.
Hermes likes to people please, it's true.
Hopefully, it won't backfire on them. Fame is a double-edged sword.
Hermes lives a charmed life. Never fear.
We all do when we're
Seeing their
young.
face on so many billboards, but I agree. Let Hermes have their fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What about Pan? I haven't seen him since the trial.
No one's seen him.
Should we be worried? It is Pan, and what he does will reflect on us all.
Pan is harmless.
Mostly
Except when he's
harmless.
very harmful.
As far as I can tell, he did regret his involvement in Calliope's death. He'll lay low. At least for a time.
Well, as long as he
He'll be
feels
back
bad
with
about
some
it.
new scheme to make us all groan.
Don't worry about him when he comes back. Be fine.
What about Hecate and Asterion? Are they still at the reliquary?
Asterion is not, currently. He's going to appear on the next season of that television dating show.
The one about the
Masked-
I
furries?
thought
The
that
Masked
was
Singer.
just a rumor.
No. He is really doing it.
Asterion's rather thrilled at all the attention. Last I spoke to him.
I don't understand the appeal.
He's a sweetheart, and you know it. I hope he finds someone awesome.
Not sure that's
That's
how
right,
those
Hecate.
dating shows end up
No.
ending.
There's little
No.
chance of her leaving the reliquary. I assume she's the same as always.
At best, Exhibit is going to put like a
Hecate enjoys the
I
solitude.
don't know,
At any rate,
stable
she
in his
claims
van?
Everything will change for us soon enough.
Hey, dude, I owe you a Minotaur, so I put a maze in your van.
Naturally.
You like those, right? What happened to the war criminal?
I take it she's no longer at the reliquary.
She was.
People
For a
found
few
out about
months.
her and
There was an incident involving Hecate's new cat.
ran off.
Oh no.
Hard to eat people when they know about you.
Medusa was beside herself with apologies, but needless to say, she moved on rather quickly. We're not certain where.
Meaning what? Medusa is roaming the streets? Doing whatever she likes?
Probably wearing a hoodie now.
Not quite.
Medusa believed she might not be able to control her appetite, so she asked us to put her in contact with the mortal government. They took her somewhere.
That sounds like
So-
one of the
Decision.
worst ideas I've
The
ever
government is
heard.
grateful. They even suggested we might see Hephaestus again.
My thought on that is that she now works for the CIA.
He's alive?
So it appears. Who knows what he's been doing for the mortals since the war, but it would raise all our spirits to see him again.
He invented Twitter.
I just expect that they're like, oh, gods exist now. Oh, snake person with the ability to petrify people. We should harness that.
Yeah. You know, for all the good things it can do.
Yep.
What about you, Apollo? Still planning on leaving the city?
Not right away. I've been helping the idols remaining at Olympus learn how to live as part of the mortal world.
Every day he
I've had to learn
parades
how
about
to
the city
use the
with
internet for
idols
that.
in tow, like frightened ducklings, showing them how the world works.
This is money. You're going to need a lot of
barely
it.
knows how the world works.
You shouldn't use your powers to make more of
The
it.
blind leading
But I
the blind.
totally do.
And after that?
I don't know. I was thinking of traveling for a time.
He seems like someone who would
my
enjoy
age.
some backpacking.
There are so many places I haven't been.
What you mean is that all the attention on the idols is driving
He's
you
going
to
to bang
distraction.
so many
It is a
university
bit
students in Europe.
Disconcerting. The photographers following me around, the letters addressed to the sun god. I don't know what to do with it all. Even so, I'm not running away. I'll be back. I simply think it's time to see the world again with my own eyes.
Yeah, so backpacking after college.
Yeah, exactly right. You know who else told us they'd be back? Never was. Mac and me. So remember that.
How about you, Persephone? Any big changes?
Not yet, though I may be selling the club very soon.
The underworld? Why?
Money.
I don't need a substitute for the real thing. That's all it ever was, and I'm fine with having neither. That said, I've been itching for a change. I believe it's time to move on to something else.
Do we get to know what that something else is?
No,
Maybe in a sequel.
you don't. I came by to give you all my regards.
I mean, she wants
such
to
as
go to
they are.
someplace like hell, so I'm
After
guessing
this,
she's
you
headed to New
likely won't
Jersey.
see me for quite some time.
You will be missed, sister. More than you'll ever believe.
I'm not dying.
I still can't believe it's all over.
Oh, it's scarcely over, Grace. Now that you've toppled the castle, it's barely just begun.
Oh, I didn't do that.
On the contrary, you absolutely did.
Perhaps we should leave you alone, Grace. You must be tired from your trip.
One last song to sing it out.
Kind of feels like this is it, huh? Like we won't see each other for a long time.
I mean, you could stay.
No. Not like this. You're right.
Everything has changed.
Gloomfang. Is that a spin-off of Not a Drop to Drink?
I-
And Gloomhaven?
I'm gonna say yes. I'm just gonna say straight up yes.
Gloomfang.
Soft breeze
The ocean lies calm, stars are out.
will chart our paths. I've no doubt.
Where will we end up with different routes? A fresh coat of paint, sails unfurled, ready to go.
Why did you paint your sails?
Seemed like a good idea at the time. Paint was on discount.
It's not good for the sails.
I made them green screen green so that no one could see me coming.
Why wouldn't you dye them?
Paint was cheaper.
Ah!
Parting mists of
I can't wait for the epilogue to this song where she teaches. Oh wait, guys, you should know about these things called cell phones. We can just talk to each other. Fuck.
To rush out.
Check in a week. Bye.
everything has changed.
Except your clothing. Each and every one of you must smell like ass right now.
Maybe if you're immortal, you don't make sweat.
Maybe.
You know, maybe you don't make any smell. Or at least not smell that you don't want to make.
Oh, I wouldn't like that. I don't want to make smell. I generally would like to prefer not to, but if I have to be in control of it, like, imagine, like breathing. Would you want to have to be in control of your breath all the time? Much like always having to think, don't stink, don't stink, don't stink, don't stink.
I meant more in like the you get to opt in rather than having to constantly opt out.
Mm-hmm. But like so many other things in my body, they're not like a faucet. You can just turn it on and then like leave it while it finishes. and then turn it off when you're done. That would make the mornings a lot easier, let me tell you. But like, I gotta think. Like, you gotta be aware of, like, is my stink valve on or not? Gotta squeeze it out. So that was Stray Gods.
Yeah, we got to an ending. We got to a conclusion.
Yeah.
Pretty narrative heavy, which makes sense. It's clearly a visual novel. I would have liked a little bit more, like, more song, like, more often, because it felt like we went through some large parts without any singing, but otherwise, I had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah. No, the music was in general pretty good. The artwork pretty good as well. Yeah.
I think the choice being able to change the song up as you go is a really interesting idea. Like having variation to the song, like having some control over that.
Yeah, I think that was. If I could connected with any of the characters in any meaningful way, that would probably be a lot more resonant with me.
I mean, we played it pretty broken up, which I don't think helps. But yeah, it says. So what? This is our 4th stream. We do roughly 2 hours, so 6 to 7 hours.
Yep.
Just a pretty decent length for a visual novel with what's going on.
And very nice that it was all, of course, fully voiced, which is generally very good.
I'm assuming there's a way to, like, go back to different chapters, maybe?
I will probably. We can check that, actually. What are these things here? Oh!
The speed of the thing or just skipping?
Yes!
I mean, my understanding is there's, like, 4 different soundtracks you can get for the game because there's kind of, like, 4 different paths you can sort of take out, and I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Just curious if there is a post-credits sequence here.
Maybe we find out what Persephone gets to do. I would play a game that's just Persephone. I like them. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, they seem okay. They seem good. Oh! No, those are keywords. Fake backers. Everybody gets to eat a wasp inside. It's like the Kinder Surprise for wasps. Figs. Man, there sure are a lot of you.
Huh.
Oh, wow, hey, yeah. Just saw a friend in there of ours, so.
Yeah, it's actually one of the reasons why I like letting these roll, because occasionally I'm like, I know you, and I know you, and I know you, which is always funny, because it'll be like, for a game that I've heard none of my friends talking about.
And then you get this this one person like, huh.
And I'm like, oh, you were around for, like, when they were doing whatever campaign funding thing.
Yeah, you got in on the Kickstarter. That's a level of awareness and.
I didn't realize this game had crowdfunding.
Yeah. AOL keywords Stray Gods. Okay, a lot of copyright there. And that is it. It looks like.
Yeah.
Huh.
All right.
Well, stick around then, because we've still got another hour here of Rhythm Cafe to go through. But we are going to take ourselves a short break, figure our lives out, swap our fluids, stretch our legs, and you should do the same. Don't go all the way away. Ah, that's a booth. That's where you get big us.
Hey, everybody.
We're back, and so is Hi-Fi Rush, which yeah,
It was the first 6th thing we thought of, but the first one we actually wanted to do.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's right. Microphones need to come to
Yeah,
my
you gotta
face
talk
for
into
people
the
to see it,
microphone.
yeah. So yeah, we figured we'd derp around in here and maybe see if we can get into those secret areas that we have not.
I mean, probably not, but if we're gonna derp around anywhere, I want to. Derping around here is fun.
Yeah.
I like the characters. The music's fun. it's not necessarily. Oh, right. And we're in a shark outfit.
Yep.
So it's all good.
Popular arcade game.
I saw somebody ask earlier if we were going to replay Stray Gods. Definitely, probably not on Rhythm
No,
Cafe.
definitely not on show again, I think.
Because that's not generally a thing we do. I don't know that I want to replay it right away,
Yeah.
but I do think it's a game that I could see playing again later to check out a different path and see how different things go. I think that could be fun.
If I do come back to it, it'll definitely be in future once I've let the rest of it get out of my head.
Power up, tower up. So this is the arcade thing, huh?
Yeah. It's brand new. I figured we should check it out.
Oh, it's
What?
It's one of those roguelike towers
Tries to downgrade it, but still must fight through 25 floors of escalating battles
because of reasons.
Perfect, yeah. Okay. Oh, so it's just literally a climb the tower thing.
Yeah, it's
Okay. And then we can look for a high score. Well, dang it. I'm good.
if I remember right, the dash button was like one of the bumpers,
Yep. Top left bumper.
and then
Top left bumper is your hook shot.
right hook shot important. I can't remember how to activate your friends. Well, the LT is like for scrubbing through.
There's how you do that. RT brings your friend out.
Ah, okay.
And LT swaps through them.
Challenge routes. Some floors will present you with a different colored light. This one sends you to a challenge route and takes the place of the next fight. These routes often offer random challenges with timed or high-level objectives to clear.
Ah. Well,
If you take the hard road, you get better upgrades and increase your score multiplier. If you fail the hard road, however, you will drop your multiplier down and you'll have to play the next wave normally to continue.
4 tickets. You'll be able to see what it is, if you can handle it. Okay.
I mean, that's...
Spectrum drink distribution. Destroy all the vending machines before time runs out.
Lead challenge room for... I don't know, destroying vending machines seems pretty...
I think I can do that. Those weren't the vending machines. Aha!
Breaking vending machines was fun during the gameplay. Seems like an unuseful camera angle.
Some days I just want to feel like I'm getting hit by myself.
Quick, you only have 10 seconds. Nice.
Yeah! 3 seconds left.
Well, you know what you gotta do.
Interesting.
Show enemy health bars.
Parry charge. You know what, I just want to see what people look like. Or I gotta touch it first. Life Drain. All out attack. Great.
You also have your powered up thing, the L and the R.
There we go.
I think if you, what was it, parry in time with the attack? When it's lasering you, that was the thing?
Right, I'd forgotten to laser. I got one of them. And then die the rest of the way out. Yeah. We've explored this. What else you got from the arcade?
Yeah, arcade. Tell us your arcadiness.
Boopum Rush. Take an endless enemies to build up your Boopum gauge. Max out to start a real
A battle against special targets.
Sure, we'll try once.
Yeah, okay.
Easy!
Measures how fast the song plays.
Okay. Play skillfully, avoid damage. Be aggressive.
Take damage or wait too long between actions and it will decrease. So it's kind of a comboing thing as well.
Okay, so we need to get special targets once we're up to... Perfect waste of that.
Almost full.
Rush.
Hooray!
Yeah, sharks really weren't meant for fire. So the one mode feels like, yeah, it's like a tower you're fighting through, which is a thing I've seen in a few games. This feels like, kind of like a mid-boss rush mode?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Stop being on the ground. Being off the ground doesn't help.
It's the red-haired one that helps with fire stuff in your friend party.
Ah, yes. Corsica. Oh, what was that one again?
It's the left button?
X. Right, it's just a regular hit.
Yeah. If you could turn your hands into saw blades, would you use those to get around instead of your scooter?
Oh, absolutely. I would scoot on my hands all day. Especially if there were children around.
actually, question for you. Since it was raining out today, do your bird friends come out in the rain?
Yes.
Or do they kind of just hang inside in the same way that people do? But like in trees or whatever.
They,
Is there inside?
well, the last group that I saw during the rain, because I was in the car on the way here, because I did not want to get myself wet again after such a bad morning. But there was some friends that have been coming by and hanging out on the cedar tree outside my home office. And they were by in the rain the other day, just to hang out for an hour before they even took the peanut flour off it. Cool.
I still like this game's style. I don't know if I want to see like necessarily a sequel of these characters. That I wouldn't turn it down. But another game in this style, art style and stuff, I would definitely be into.
I honestly think the world and the characters have enough legs that we could absolutely get another game out of this.
Oh, yeah.
Just fine. Oh.
It's more I don't need Chai to come back as a protagonist. I wouldn't be against it, but I don't need it. I could take one of the other characters or a new character or,
Yeah.
you know, depending on what story they wanted to put in for that game.
I mean, in those sorts of stories, I always love it when the original protagonist comes back partway through the game. You were never going to expect them, but now they're just this wizened Jedi of. Of course, they're also still an idiot. Is the important thing.
Well, yeah, you don't want them to change too much. Still,
Yeah.
some of that familiarity that you loved, right?
But it also solves the whole problem of video games where, like, you're basically a god by the end of the first one, and when you come back to the sequel, they might need to find a way to depower you for some reason. It's much easier to say, like, oh no, he wasn't a part of the new story until later on when we needed someone to come in and train or what have you.
Dexter says Chai could definitely be the protag again because he's the kind of character who forgets everything by the sequel and needs to relearn.
Right?
And I agree with that. That is true. That's something they could do. Or it would be fun to take him in a different direction because I believe he said he was actually going to learn how to play the guitar at the end of the game instead of what he was doing the entire game where he was just like, make me rock star because it's cool. I think it's a conceit you can kind of get away with, like, I mean, you can get away with it as many times as you want, but only want to see it done maybe once. It's like Metroid. Every time they start a new game for Samus, they have to take away all of her stuff.
Yep.
And sometimes reasons for that are better than others. That's not to say people wouldn't play it if the conceit was bad or whatever for whatever reasoning. It's a nice thing to have like a nice reason or thing that works, that feels like it belongs in the world or in the story or whatever's taking place. Yeah, plausible.
It's nothing like that's a real world occurrence. It's not like after World War II, suddenly people are like, okay, well, you know what? America, you're gonna have to depower your Air Force. It got too powerful by the last one, and we need to bring it back down to the base level so it's fair for everyone for the next war. It's not like after the Olympics, they go to the medal winners and break their legs so that they're no longer prepared for the next Olympics. Although I now have a new Olympics I want to live in.
I guess they could just give him a different instrument.
That's a good
Right? It's
point,
like,
yeah.
oh, you were learning bass guitar, and now we've given you.
A liar.
I was thinking something like a ukulele,
yeah.
where it's like it's still kind of similar in shape and stuff, but the fingering is all different. The notes don't play the same way.
Oh, it's like clarinet to oboe.
Yeah. A guitar would be really funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guitar to guitar.
I think a guitar is really good.
I think that's a lot funnier, honestly.
I feel like that would suit him. I feel like he would choose to do that.
Oh, I'm immediately hearing the line in my head of, what, they've both got the name Tar in them. How hard can it be? Cha-cha, cha-cha-cha-cha, cha-cha.
No!
No! There's too many of them!
You need to bring out the girlfriend.
I'm too busy.
Wow, fidget spinners have gotten really weird. And large. Though I guess those are closer to Beyblades.
I mean, what is a Beyblade but a fidget spinner with a purpose? I haven't been dodging those, have I? No,
Have you been using the right bumper?
No.
Then no.
No. Haha. Good to know. I've been using the stick. Alright, let's do this this time. There we go.
Using the right button is really helpful. I wasn't sure if you were or if your timing was just off. The only reason I know is I saw the thing pop up on what the dodge button was. Fists of fury. Nice.
Wrong one! Here we go.
I feel like it feels so bad because you know that if you had gotten it, it would have felt really good.
Yep. That's one of them.
Yes, there we go. So how do you feel about endless modes?
Not a fan, in general. That's what this is, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure that's what it said, yeah.
Gotten myself into here.
Like, in terms of if you need to grind for money, it kind of seems like not a bad place to do it. Or for going after unlockables, I guess, or something. There's stuff that kind of keeps popping up. It's like, oh, you did the thing that...
that you needed to do.
That if you wanted to, like, you needed to do this thing like 1,000 times, so it's put you in a place where you can just do that.
Is it gonna get faster again?
That is the point of the mode.
Yep, sure did. I'm not keeping you from this, am I?
No, I think this has been a really good replacement of what do we do for an hour.
Good.
And we got to explore a couple different modes in this game that we didn't know existed. So, you know. You just bring out macaroon for this.
What? You're right.
Yeah, it's what
He's
I'll do.
shielded, damn it!
Yeah.
No problem, guy.
You! Girlfriend, take care of him so my other big girlfriend can come in and kick his ass.
Let me out.
It's gonna take a few.
Got a roll up my sleeve.
Oh, there you go.
Let me out.
No, as an endless mode, this is the upping of the beat does make this feel more stressful
Yep.
than I think many other endless modes I've seen.
Ready for this? Gotta roll up my sleeves.
Another one.
Yes.
Chai, 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 chai. Ah!
You can stop now if you want.
Yes. As soon as I get this golden guy. I think I got him. Everyone's going to die! This is your weekly memento mori from Ian Horner. Although, honestly, everyone's going to die but me! Okay, I think I'm good. Let's just see what happens for it. They're all so afraid of me.
Because you're not moving.
Yep. Which will die first, our beats per minute or my life?
I think life count, actually. Especially if they let you on fire again. You nearly had it all the way up.
It was good. 32 minutes of that.
Yeah.
122 parries? I'm happy with that too.
I thought you were doing quite well.
Yeah.
Actually seemed like you were doing better the faster it got, because I think you got to be very button mashy then.
Well, and yeah.
How do you feel?
I feel exhilarated, I guess.
Was that heartbeat
we're
going?
at 78 beats per minute. That's not too
That's
bad.
not as hard.
How are you doing, Heather?
I'm doing fine.
Hey, well, I understand that you do some streaming outside of work here. It's at twitch.tv/loadingreadyrun. Where can people find you when you're
You
not
can
here?
find me over at twitch.tv/lunarjade. How about you, Ian?
You can be...
I'm pretty sure you also do the streaming outside of the streaming.
Well, you can be found finding me at tiltyhouse.com or tilty.housc if you're from the future. And everything I and Corey do are placed there for your viewing and listening pleasure. If you like what you see here, check out loadingreadyrun.com/live for a link to the schedule for all of our shows. And of course, youtube.com/loadingreadyrun has a links to the panoply of our other YouTube channels where all of our stuff is kept for your viewing pleasure. Check out patreon.com/loadingreadyrun to keep our lights on. Check out twitch.tv/loadingreadyrun to also keep the lights on, but in a more real-time way. And super you're welcome to those who super thanks us over at youtube.com/loadingreadyrun. Goodbye, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.